guys, welcome to my first ever episode of Cupid on the Rocks, where we talk about relationships, betrayal, single life, anything really the heart wants to talk about. My name is Mia, your host, and we are here with Nicole Kay. You guys might recognize her from the season 1 Temptation Island, but she's also an amazing influencer and a fitness guru. Nikki, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. A little nervous to talk about men, but I have just so many thoughts. So
yeah.
Well, what's gonna come out?
I want to hear all that really. But
Yeah.
before we go on the whole red flags part, what is your relationship status?
Currently, I am single.
Single mingling, or single like close?
Single and ready to mingle. I definitely had a phase where I wasn't dating, obviously, at all.
Right.
But that's not the phase I'm in now.
Oh,
so
I like that. See, I got her just in time for the show, you guys. She is single and ready to mingle. Now, obviously, you weren't single before.
right.
You had an ex.
Yeah, as we all do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And does he fall into the whole category of red flag alert or what?
Yeah. There was red flags for sure.
Yeah.
It was, we dated for 5.5 years. So
I mean, that's long.
yeah, there's a lot of things that accumulated over time. And I think as you get older, you start to recognize things in a different light.
Right.
So there's a lot that I've noticed now that I'm out of the relationship
Right.
that happened when I was.
And I mean, usually when you're in a relationship, like you don't really see it right away, but then like when it keeps happening, you're like, oh shit. Is that what was going on?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're out of a relationship that is that long, some things can become toxic or you can grow apart.
Yeah.
And then kind of when you get away from the situation, you're able to identify everything a lot more clear.
Right.
So-
Right. Okay. So are you guys friends still, or are you guys talking?
No.
No. So that's a hard no. So
Yeah,
you guys
I-
definitely ended it not civil.
It's a hard no. I wish the best for him, but I don't think it's healthy to have contact. That's just my perspective. So
No, mine too.
yeah, we're
Got
not
it.
friends. Again, I wish the best, but just for my healing and wanting to move forward,
Right.
I just
You want like a
don't.
completely clean book, clean slate.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
for now, no contact.
Okay. Well, when you guys were, you said you guys were together for 5.5 years, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously there's still good moments there.
Yeah, there's
Obviously.
there's
you
a
know.
ton.
I mean, who ended it? Just curiosity.
Honestly, it's like we were together for so long. We came to a point where I think we both overstayed the relationship and we knew it.
Yeah.
So we kind of just sat down and we were like, we're not happy
You guys
anymore.
kinda dragged it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was kind of, maybe it got to the point where things were happening and it became like red flags.
Right.
But it's like we both knew deep down that it was
Right.
probably expired.
Oh, yeah.
It just
Yeah,
took
yeah.
a while to get out of the complacency and
Right.
actually end it.
Right.
So
Okay, so was there any lesson that you learned from the relationship?
a lot. I think towards the end and looking back now, I'm just like, don't ever feel complacent in a situation. I think I struggled a lot between, am I going to continuously try and strive for this relationship and work on all the challenges, or is it just something that we've outgrown?
Okay.
And so I think that's kind of the
that's
biggest lesson.
That's like a big sign of maturity, really. Like the
Right.
moment you actually know what you deserve,
yeah.
you're like, all right, I'm not gonna go on to this anymore. Let me move forward.
Yeah. And I mean, again, 5 years in your 20s, I think we just grew apart. Yeah.
Yes, and that's okay. That's normal.
Yeah. I think,
That's normal.
yeah.
So you're saying you're dating,
Yeah.
right? How long did it take you to even open up yourself like that?
So when my boyfriend and I broke up, I went straight into healing.
What's healing? What's healing? Because for me, healing is like, what's your definition of healing?
For me, my definition of healing is getting a therapist. I've been going to therapy since the week we broke up.
Okay.
So for 6 months, religiously, once a week.
Yeah.
That has been so helpful for me. It's my first time going.
Yeah.
I just envisioned, going through a breakup, that therapy would be a good idea. It was already something on my mind coming out of Temptation Island.
Right,
And just
right.
all that pressure and,
I bet.
everything coming out of like the social media. And so I was really just intentional with healing. I didn't drink at all.
Really? So that's part of your healing too? So no drinking.
That was guidance from my therapist.
Oh my God. Remind me not to go to therapy.
Yeah. So yeah, no drinking, therapy. I took like a breakup recovery course.
Oh gosh. Oh my God, you meant it when you said healing period.
I went, I was listening to a lot of podcasts, reading books about attachment and all these things. So I really dove, I dove in, and I think I was just
you got your head straight and you knew what you needed to do.
Yeah,
because I mean, healing period usually means whole phase. So
yeah, that's true. I don't know
when you're like, I went to the healing period. I'm like, all right, girl, you go, girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe my ex went the other healing route, but
yeah, sure. That's really the normal.
Yeah.
So that was the norm. So you got you have the whole different one.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah,
that's
I was just so ready to like be happy again. I remember just being like, when will I be thriving again? I was just not happy. And same with my ex. He wasn't happy either. So I was like, I just can't wait for the day that we're both thriving again.
Right.
Like separately.
Right.
Together or separately, but it looks like it was separately.
Yeah.
And then I would say like 3 months into that healing, one day it was just like happened mid-September. I was like, just got mad about a lot of the things I was putting up with. And that really helped me just kind of take the next step and get interested in dating.
Because you were done.
Yeah, I was very much done. But I definitely healed a lot faster than I thought.
Okay.
But I think it was because I was very intentional.
I mean, I remember we were at a dinner that one time, and I was telling you, I was like, so what's going on? Are you dating? And you're like, no dating for me. I'm just like, like, I'm going to stay away from that and all of that stuff. And then I remember us grabbing a drink, and I asked you the same question. I'm like, yeah, I'm dating. I'm like, oh, shit, Nick is dating. So, like, what sparked you to actually start dating? Like, you were just feeling okay about, like, seeing people?
Yeah, like I said, I think I just became happier, and it took a couple realizations. Yeah. After those realizations, I just gradually became happier.
Right.
And once I was in a happier state, I was open to the idea of, I was more so just open to the idea of flirting and meeting people, not necessarily going on dates. So that's how it started. It was flirting and just, putting myself out
where's
there.
This flirting going on? Like, did you like sign up on like an online app, or is just like at the bar? I think like meeting a cute boy.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was in person, going out and traveling. And I think I did that for about a month or two, and then I started to really just meet people and try to date more intentionally. So that's been a more recent thing, I would say, within the last month or two.
Yeah.
Really trying to get to know people. But I think before I was just kind of like
having that personal connection.
Yeah.
Rather just flirting.
And evaluating people, right? Yeah. They say dating is kind of like interviewing.
It is.
So
it is actually.
Yeah. So that's kind of the process that it took.
You said traveling, right? Like, where do you travel?
To, like, everywhere.
So when you do this whole dating thing, like, what's the most exotic, sexy place you ever dated someone at?
I mean, recently, I would say I went to London and Paris, and
that's all you gotta say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so.
But like, how'd you meet the boy?
I met in a big city, LA.
Oh, okay.
He ended up living in London, so.
Okay. And is this boy still in the picture, or?
We'll see. I mean, we don't live near each other, so I still have my options open, and I'm
definitely keep your options. Yeah,
definitely just still dating.
I mean, you're in the dating period, so you shouldn't have anything boo. Like,
absolutely not. I mean, not until I think for me, I think of dating. And then, when you get to a point, you'll want to exclusively date them. Right. And then you're dating them for a while before you want to get in a relationship. I think when you're in a relationship for that long, you're a little bit more hesitant, because now the red flags are just coming at me and hitting me in the face.
Yeah, it's you have pretty much like a list of red flags.
Oh, yeah. You're checking off. You're like, nope, that's too familiar. Bye. Like, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So one of these boys, have you ever dated someone you're like, hell no, like, I can't. I'm not gonna go on a second date with you ever again, just because of like a red flag that you're just a no about.
Honestly, not yet.
Okay. That's a good thing.
I'm sure that will come, but like I said, I've met most people in person. Yeah. So it's been, me wanting to pursue it. I actually just signed up for a dating app last week. So I think there could be more opportunities to meet people where you have no idea.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, so you're not an online dating app type of person, but you just did.
I've never done it before, but
this is your first time.
Yeah, I just
so
did it last week.
How recent is this, the dating thing, the online dating app thing?
So I was in Miami last week, and my girlfriends were like, oh, you should download an app and, just see. And so
she doesn't want to say what app.
Yeah. I think it is like a little nerve-wracking. I'm like, am I on this thing? Like, it's weird. I know everyone does dating apps, but when you've never been on it before, I'm kind of like, oh my God, people are going to recognize me. Oh my God, I'm like going to see somebody I know. So I have not been super active on there. I think like when you start out and maybe it's so fresh, you're kind of like, okay, this is fun. Let me just see what's there. Yeah. And that's kind of where I'm at. Like I haven't gone on a date with anybody from there. I haven't really
just talking.
I think I'm just very overwhelmed at the amount of people
swiping. Is that how it is?
And it's also kind of feels shallow.
Yeah, because you're seeing pictures and
and you're like swipe, 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 swipe. But I mean, we'll see. I think I would rather meet somebody in person, but it's like
because that's more natural.
I just I don't want to close off any options.
Of course not. Actually, one of my friends brought up this dating thing. It's called Facebook dating, and I figured I was like, wait, that's smart because you actually see the person's family and personality and the way they talk and stuff. And that's kind of nerve-wracking because I feel like a person can actually see everything about you. You know what I mean?
Do you ever really see everything though?
No, not really. I mean, you see the good stuff. Yeah, exactly. You know, no one really posts the bad stuff, you know? But okay, with the dating world. So you're still single, obviously. Oh, yeah. And mingling. Yeah. Right? Is there any red flags that you kind of like, I don't know, compared it to your ex?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, like what?
A lot. I think, for example, there's been in situations I've been in where somebody has maybe projected something on me and I'm like, okay, clearly you haven't really done your healing, which I've done a lot of that. Yeah. I'm still on my, road. I think there's stuff to improve, but it's the people that say, oh, I've worked on all my shit that I think you need to worry about because they're the ones from my experience,
they're like bragging about it.
Well, yeah, or they're just in denial and they don't even see their own shit. So they are not working on it. Right. So I've dated a couple people like that where I'm like, I can already see the projection on me because I'm working on my healing. So I know that the work it takes to put into yourself. Right. And if I don't see that from you and you're projecting it on me, I know you have a lot of work to do.
Of course. Right.
And I don't want to deal with that at all. Like you need to do your healing.
Because you're working on yourself. Right. So you don't want to be helping someone on their healing at this moment. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you can help them later, but right now it's on you. You're working on yourself and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I would say too, I've been, reading a lot about like narcissism and it's just, I think there's so much out there. And so it's like when you see any type of red flag for that, it's pretty easy to identify. Yeah. And I'm becoming faster and faster at it. I think I've been in situations where I'm like, okay, there's a couple things, like I'm not really sure. Let's see what else comes of this. Now I'm like, nope. Like it's
so curious. What are the top 3 red flags that you're thinking of? That's like
gaslighting. Okay. I feel like gaslighting is a big one. Especially if you've been in any type of relationship where there's been gaslighting. Yeah. It's just very easy to identify. Okay. That's like I would say that's the biggest one for me. Yeah. There's obviously just like so many.
There are so many red flags, and I feel like it differs like with different people too. Like I mean, something that might be a red flag for you might not be a red flag for me.
Absolutely.
But like, are you okay with like a person taking like so many selfies in a day? That's a guy, or
so that's another thing. I think as a social media influencer, and my ex was also an influencer. Okay. I'm kind of like gravitated away from that a little bit, and I'm
trying to explore your options.
I think that just like
out there.
Yeah, it just I mean maybe turns me off a little. It's just not my natural, like I don't gravitate towards it. Yeah. Because I've been in that world and I know what it entails. Okay. So yeah, I mean there's things like that.
So with the influencer world thing, like has that ever been an issue with the dating thing? Like that you're an influencer and because I feel like that's like, I don't know. I think a lot of people still think that that's like not really a real work type of thing, but it is obviously. But
yeah, I think people definitely men, I think have a certain perspective on it. I've dated some people that are like, oh, my ex was a social media influencer and I don't really like social media influencers. Yeah. But I'm like, when they see you're profiting off it and like making a business or you have something to sell or whatever, I think they respect it a little bit more, but it's kind of like, okay,
just like in the beginning, though,
what do you really think though? Because you've already said all these things about social media. So I haven't really got to know anyone deep enough to really uncover that, but I hear that kind of right off the bat. Oh yeah,
for sure. I mean, so many of my friends are like influencers and I guess they go on dates and then they would be like, yeah, what do you do for work? And they go, oh, I'm an influencer. And the guy would be like, what else do you do?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm an influencer. It's actually a real type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so with this whole influencer thing, you're a fitness person. And honestly, I wish I have her motivation. I work out, but
You can do it, girl.
She works out. Like,
She can work out with me. I've
she's
invited
literally
her.
going over. Yeah, she definitely invited me. Come on. Okay, but with this whole fitness thing, like, does your boo need to be in the fitness world? Like, does he need to care about fitness as much as you do? Or does that not matter?
Yeah, I don't think 100% as much as I do. My man definitely needs to be in shape. And he needs to work out because I enjoy working out so much. It's more of, like a daily routine thing for me.
Right.
And one of the things my ex and I did was, just work out a lot. Like those are activities that you enjoy together.
Right.
So I don't think he necessarily needs to work out quite as much as me or take it as seriously as me, but I want to be able to enjoy those hobbies together.
Yeah, of course.
And eating healthy, like we're not eating shit. And during the weeknight, we're not making pizza, like pasta.
So wait, what's your diet? I've always wondered, what's your diet? Like, do you just...
So, yeah, I mean, I did bodybuilding shows back in the day. So I feel like I structure a lot of my meals around protein, carbs, fats. And it's always just like a healthy variation of everything. So it doesn't need to be specific or just salads. It's just, it needs to be.
You still have carbs.
Yeah, absolutely. But like healthy carbs, like rice and, quinoa and stuff like that.
I like rice.
Sweet potatoes. Yeah. But, I couldn't really date somebody that wanted to, eat pizza or like fried food all the time.
That's what I'm saying. So you need someone that's as active as you and appreciates the healthy lifestyle, fitness.
Yeah, and I think a lot of guys I've dated, if they're not already in that lifestyle, they transform a little bit into the lifestyle that I have for eating. But I mean, it would be nice if somebody just already did that.
Oh yeah,
because it's motivational to me too.
Right.
I want somebody to help keep me on track. Okay. And not distract me from the goal.
So, okay, here you go, people. She likes someone who's active, and does he need to have abs or
preferably muscles? You don't necessarily
need some abs. Maybe 4 is fine. Is 4 okay?
Are we going to list off criteria?
Yeah. I mean, I want to know what your type, for the people listening over there.
They can come in all, I don't want to say all shapes. I don't think you want that. But yeah, definitely just muscular of some type of build. They don't need to be super ripped. Okay. But you need to have a muscular body and be bigger than me. I'm 5'7". I feel like that's a pretty tall. So you want someone taller? Yeah, I mean with heels, I think I'm like close to 6 foot. Exactly. 5'11". So if he's over 6 foot,
6 feet and higher.
Yeah, exactly. If on Hinge it was like 5'9", I'm like swipe.
They make those shoes now where they can like stand up on the shoes and they can like get like an inch or 2 more.
See, it's just like, I'm sorry, short men is just not attractive to me. So maybe, but I mean,
we wear heels. And that's kind of the same shit, isn't it?
Yeah. So
they can wear heels too.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I feel like I have a whole list of criteria. Definitely like being somewhat in shape and being tall. And
okay. I'm gonna give you some things random shit that pops in my head. A boy that lives with their mom. That's a no.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what took me so long. I think no.
I think she kind of felt bad for a minute.
I did a little bit.
It's okay. Like, no. You can be honest. I want to know your type. Okay. A guy that has a very attractive sex that's still his friend.
An attractive ex? Mm-hmm. No.
No.
Well, yeah, probably not.
So you don't want a guy that still talks to their ex.
So I personally don't talk to any of my exes.
And you prefer the same.
I know that's like a personal preference. I think there's a lot of people that are.
No, I'm the same way. I get it.
Yeah, but there would need to be some guidelines around that.
Of course.
And I don't think it even matters if she's attractive or not. It's just what is the connection that's still there. Like if you share a kid, maybe that's different.
Yeah.
Although I've never dated anybody with a kid.
Oh yeah, that's one more thing. Like, are you gonna be okay with someone that has kids?
I think as I get older now, it's kind of like you have to maybe accept that might be the case. And so I haven't experienced it yet, so I don't know exactly how I would feel.
Okay, but at least you're open to it.
Yeah, and I think it depends what kind of father he is, right? Because that shows you kind of what father they would be.
Exactly.
To your kids. But yeah, I haven't done it yet, so I don't really... I think automatically you think, okay, there's extra responsibility that comes with that.
Right.
But as you get older, it's like, there's a higher likelihood that people have children.
Now, let's see. What else can I think about? Now, what about a guy that make a lot less than you?
Been there, done that.
And that's okay?
So, no, I'm probably going to pass.
Okay, she passes on that too. Okay, what about a guy that's a vegan and doesn't eat anything? Just water and ice. Just kidding.
Water and ice. Honestly, I think I would date a vegan as long as his build is good. Like,
Okay.
Because I've wanted to try it before.
You do? Okay, this is on.
I mean, I love meat. I don't know. I think maybe I could change his mind.
She likes meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be my... That's totally going to be my promo. I like meat, so... Okay. So, let's go the opposite route. What about a guy that goes in the club every weekend?
Nope.
No, she doesn't want that either.
I mean, I think even when I'm in the club now or at a bar, I'm like, don't want the center of attention, man. No, thank you.
Oh
like,
my God, those are the most annoying.
Been there, done that. No, thank you.
Right.
I already just know we're not going to click.
And I mean, a guy that spends so much on bottle service every fucking weekend is just not. I don't know.
I'm just like, where are your priorities? Even if you're single,
Right.
Is that the type of woman you're trying to attract?
Exactly. So, no, I totally get it. Okay, there you have it, people. There you have it, folks. I helped you guys out.
Don't be that
guy. Don't be that guy. She wants muscles.
Actually, if you are that guy, just let me know so I can, bypass you.
Yeah. Let me know so I can actually swerve you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we talked about the whole red flags. I have a game that I asked social media some red flags that they look for in a girl that's a no-no for them. And I wanted to read
in a woman?
Yeah, in a woman.
Ooh.
And I wanted to read it to you because I wanted to see if you have them.
Oh.
So, yeah, we talk shit about men, and all that stuff. And we're going to talk about us, too. No shit, right? And that's okay. Because I want this to be balanced. So I'm going to log in.
I have my shit, We all do.
Yeah. All right. This was so funny. But when I was reading it, I was so tempted to share it to you. But I'm like, no, I need this to be natural. Okay. The first one is body count higher than her age.
Probably. I don't have a list, but I would say just, yeah, probably.
Okay. She definitely has
and nobody knows how old I am, so there's that.
That's okay. She's only 20. She's drinking illegally. All right, next. Doesn't dress correctly for the occasion.
False. Is that for me?
Yeah. Oh, no. So this is pretty much red flags that the guys are saying they don't like in a woman, and I want you to tell me if you have it or possess it.
Okay.
No, that's no.
Yeah.
You definitely dress correctly for you. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Excessive fillers, breaths, doll look. Okay, first of all, this isn't for me. I don't know who's writing these. This isn't for me. This is for her. That's a no. She's all natural, I know.
So,
oh no, never mind. She has Botox.
Yeah, I do. Wait, so you're asking me if
you have it.
If I have it, okay.
Yeah.
I have Botox, that's it. I mean,
she has Botox.
Yeah.
But she doesn't look like a Bratz doll, so that's okay.
I mean, yeah. I think for me, when you're in fitness, a lot of pride I take is, working. I mean, that doesn't necessarily align to your face.
Yeah.
But for your body, I don't know if I would ever do anything.
If you're in the social media world, it's just so hard because you have to look kind of like, not perfect, but you have to look like what you're selling.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And, I do think for women, some women don't feel confident without like boobs. It doesn't make them feel feminine, So I totally agree with that. Especially I was in the bodybuilding world. All the competitors
of course.
got fake boobs. So it's just not for me. I'm honestly like so scared of voluntary surgery. So I think that just kind of takes me out of the equation.
I'm scared too. Every time I get a plastic surgery, I always feel like I'm dying. I'm like, please God, please don't kill me this time.
I'm so young. I have too much life to live.
I love you so much, not this time. And the next time it's like, please don't, not this time. Okay, next one. Photoshop's too much or catfishing too much filters?
No.
That's me. Just kidding. Okay, next. Bad teeth and too much makeup. She has nice teeth and she definitely does not put too much makeup.
Yeah, neither.
Okay, cheating and trust. Yeah, that's a red flag, but cheating and trust, you don't really see it until later. I feel like.
Yeah, I think it depends on the scenario, right? Yeah. Like if you are, and you grow out of these things, but
of course,
if you're in a certain stage with somebody and you're kind of like already checked out, like, my ex and I went on Temptation Island, so there's that.
I feel like, honestly, everyone cheated because everyone cheats. Because for me, cheating is like flirting. Flirting for me is cheating. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if you flirt with someone or you say like your hair is nice, that's already flirting for me. So you cheated.
You're like, you can have no female friends.
Absolutely. Yeah, no.
Don't look at her.
Don't look at her. Look at me. Look at her shoes only. Don't look at her toes, actually. No. Okay, next one. She says she's in an open marriage. Yeah, I know. I can see why that's a red flag for y'all.
No, I don't like that.
You never say that.
But I think it's so different nowadays, right? Like some people like truly just want that.
Yeah.
So it depends what your values
Open
are.
marriage part?
There's traditional people, and then there's people that are in today's day and age.
Right.
I don't agree with it.
Right.
But, you know, there's swingers out there. There's all these things.
And that's okay. I love swinger couples. Hit me up. Okay. Heroin or meth user? She's definitely not a heroin and meth user.
No, absolutely not. I could not.
Too many band camp stories.
No, I don't like that. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, me neither.
Like band camp, isn't that for men? I don't like
It's
yeah, I guess.
what y'all doing? Okay. Loves the Kardashians.
Yeah, I don't think that's a red flag.
No, it's not a red flag. You guys are mean. I mean,
They're so successful. Look at all the businesses that they have.
Honestly, and you know, there's a video of Kim. I can't remember. I saw it, but she's like, "Yeah, my talent is. I'll get back to you on that." But you know what? If you have no talent, you can make that much money.
Right. Then that is your talent.
Yes, exactly. There's so much people out there that has so much talent, and they can't even make a cent. Okay, so Kardashians are definitely very talented, in my opinion. Pays more attention to her phone than me during dates.
That's a red flag. I think, you know.
Do you have that?
No, I've worked on that.
AKA, I used to have it, not anymore.
Yeah,
I'm in the healing period.
AKA, as a social media influencer, I think it's easy to get distracted.
It's so hard,
by your phone, but I've realized that it's more important to be connected to your partner.
And I feel like it's also a good excuse. Like, I mean, I do the same shit to my husband. I'm like, why are you on the phone? I'm like, I'm working.
Right, and you're scrolling.
It's like, I'm working, and here I am, like, scrolling on my
I'm doing market research.
I know. Okay. Sleeps with me before the third date. So have you ever slept with someone before the third date? So that's a red flag, you guys. Third date. I mean, all right. I'm going to skip on that. Okay. When the girl starts asking me about money.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I would ask. I mean,
did you ever ask for someone about money?
I think there's a way to ask. What do you do for work? Yeah, because
what do you do for work? Venmo, Nikki, K1.
I mean, I want a man that's financially stable. Right. So,
but have you ever asked someone like, "Hey, I need to get my manicure today"? So.
Absolutely not. No,
okay.
I'm definitely not that type of person,
She
and I never.
So she doesn't have that red flag, peeps.
I can take care of myself.
Talking about their ex nonstop.
No, that's a red flag. I think
that's definitely a red flag for me.
I mean, there was a scenario where I did bring up my ex, but it was very relevant to the topic. And he's like, "Oh, you brought up your ex. Wait, like, how long have you been single?" I'm like, "Well, this is very relevant to what you asked me." I didn't, you know. I think sometimes it can happen, right?
I mean, it's hard, especially when you get out of the relationship. I mean, it's fresh in your mind. So
well, okay, this was the scenario. Like, have you ever wanted to move? And I'm like, you know, yeah, at one point when my ex and I were looking for a house when we thought we were going to settle down.
Right.
And so I feel like that's not really, you know, and I wasn't talking about my ex, but like it comes up and then it opens the door.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think there's ways to
definitely don't bring up your ex, I guess.
I don't think it hurts, but don't consistently talk about them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I would be annoyed
too. Right.
It's like, yeah, my ex likes my steak like medium well too. Oh, fuck you.
I'm like, yeah, you're not ready for all this.
Yeah, I know. Hell no. I would just walk the fuck out. I'm like, hell no. Okay. So the last thing that we're gonna do actually before we end this whole episode, I asked Instagram an advice that they want to ask Nicole Kay. I call her Nikki. Am I the only one that calls you Nikki?
My family, but yeah.
Okay.
You get the pass.
Nikki. All right. So I got a lot, but unfortunately I can't ask you all of it. So I'm going to pick two.
Okay, that's fair.
One, this is really fucking funny, by the way. I wish I can tell your name, but I can't. So how do I tell the girl I'm dating that I don't want her to leave her stuff at my place?
Oh. I don't have room for all this. I do not have room for this.
It's like, what do you even fucking say?
What?
It's like, what if she leaves, like, her toothbrush?
Oh man, guys have a lot to worry about.
Like
I didn't even know that was something that went through their head.
Straightener, like, I don't even know. Honestly, this is all you.
I think if a guy said that to me, I would be like, all right, so we're taking a step back.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly like I feel like no matter what you say to the girl,
you're saying you don't love me, right?
Yes, exactly. Right. So you don't want to spend time with me then. Okay, fine. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, and I'm never fucking speaking to you ever again. That's what I would say.
I'd be like, clearly you have space. Maybe you should just, you know, condense this closet and then open one up. Right. I think it depends what stage you're at in dating, for sure.
Yeah, I guess you know there are some people out there, I guess, that you want your privacy. I would never I would never understand. But I feel like if you're dating and you enjoy the person's company, it doesn't matter if she leaves her underwear there. That's what I think.
Right.
That's what girls do. I'm gonna leave my fucking eyelash there just to make sure girls know. I'm gonna put my eyelash right in the fucking sink. So every time a girl comes over.
I mean, I think personally, that's not a bad idea. But he can just lay his boundaries. If he doesn't want her stuff there, that's something you should say right off the bat.
Exactly.
Because it'll eventually spiral and you'll get mad over little things and then it might just build up. So how about you be a man, lay down your boundaries? Because I think a lot of people don't do that in general.
Oh, no, they don't.
Male and female.
Right.
And then, you shouldn't have to be worrying about how do I address this?
You shouldn't. You should just ask.
It should be an open dialogue.
Honestly, that would fucking hurt my feelings, to be honest. But hey, so I know you have your toothbrush here, but I really need you to take it because I need my privacy.
And you'd be like, why is there another girl that's coming here? You don't want her to see my toothbrush?
Honestly, if you guys want to get rid of another girl or another side chick, just leave a pregnancy test there. like a pregnancy test, and just leave it by the toilet. And anyone who comes there will definitely get the fuck out. I'm like, oh, hell no. Yeah. I'm not going to date a new baby mama at all.
Red flag.
Okay.
Red flag.
So here it goes. Just be honest. Just tell her. Yeah. Tell her that you need your privacy.
Right.
Okay. Next one. How should I approach a woman to ask her out on a date on Instagram? I don't know that one. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's a lot of, I think, approaches that men take.
Yeah.
On Instagram and social media.
Definitely not dick pic, for sure.
Well, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I think first and foremost, like, you're already at a 50-50 shot based on if she thinks you're attractive. Yeah. So if your profile is private, she's probably not even going to respond to you.
Yeah,
first of all. So make sure your Instagram is public. And then I think just any type of respectful approach. For me, it would be respect. Don't come at me like, hey, you're gorgeous. Can I take you out? I think that's a little, it is straightforward.
Yeah.
But I think if you give her a compliment, like, oh, I respect what I see in X, Y, and Z. Like, I don't know if you're single or not, but I would be really interested in, getting to know you more. Would you be available? Like, I think it just needs to be a respectful approach.
Totally agree.
But also straight to the point.
Do you think like a good paragraph, like a long paragraph would be okay?
No, I think 2 to 3 sentences max.
Okay. 2 to 3 sentences max.
Yeah. 1 sentence I think is too short because I'm like, okay, what are you offering?
Right.
And what are the benefits here? I don't know anything about you.
For sentence 1, just let her know what you want. Sentence 2, let her know what you can offer.
Probably a compliment in there too would be nice.
Yeah. Definitely don't put XOXO on the end, I think.
But I think like 70% of it is going to be, okay, am I even attracted to you? Because if it's a no, then I'm probably not replying. So
please make sure your profile picture is actually hot as fuck, because then that's really the first
And don't post a picture just once a year, because women cannot evaluate, and I feel like too many men do that.
It's like December 2019 selfie.
Yes. 2019, 2018, one with my sister, one of like a picture of my backyard. Right. It's like, okay.
I mean, if you're going to ask someone on Instagram or any social media page, please make sure that you have a very active social media, because then we're going to think you're a creep. It's like, okay, what the fuck happened between January 2020?
Where were you?
Where were you exactly?
Did you go to space? Right.
Okay. Our time is up. I'm sorry. I went a little over because Nikki here keeps talking about red flags and all this fucking funny social media stuff.
I have a lot.
Oh, she does.
We'll do another episode in the future.
We have to. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. It's also going to be on cupidontheRocks.com. I'm going to put Nikki's social stuff like on her corner just so you can go ahead and follow her or ask her on a date.
And follow the criteria.
Yes, make sure you at least have to have that obliques, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to have a 6-pack, but just have that 6-pack.
Yeah, and be taller than me. Okay.
Okay. But thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to see you guys on the next episode of Cupid on the Rocks.